action wrestling, fun, individual. And obviously a huge crowd favorite here at the Grandel Theater.
Wrestling's last real man, Silas Young.
They call him pro wrestling's last real man. I know a lot of real men that would take exception with that, but hard to argue the pedigree of one Silas Young.
One fall, your referee, Yali Sapphire.
On the surface, this might look like a dad battle, and I suppose that's what it is. The cool dad you can have a chat with, and that dad that's going to knock you in the mouth when he catches you smoking weed out back with your friends. This is also a clash of styles, a clash of philosophy for pro wrestling. Dan the Dad, all the bit the wrestler that Silas Young is. Classically trained in a dojo here in St. Louis, traveled all around the world as Dan the Dad. But he wants to keep it light, he wants to keep it fun. He thinks that there's a little bit of individuality in this sport where for wrestling's last real man, Silas Young doesn't quite see it that way. He's going to beat the individuality out of you whether you like it or not. Silas Young believes that this is a real man's game and that he's the last one doing it the way it really should be. So we might have some fun here. Dan the Dad has anything to say about it, we might. But Silas Young is not here to play games. As you can see by him slapping that Southwest Diner mug right out of the hands of Dan the Dad. Disrespectful to both Dan the Dad and our sponsors here at Grandel Wrestling. Grandel Wrestling, a celebration of St. Louis wrestling. Here tonight with this huge event, STL versus the World. And you see not only have all the great wrestling promotions in St. Louis came together to put this on, not only have the great athletes of St. Louis came together to put this on, but local St. Louis businesses coming together to support this event. A true passion project, years in the making, and here we are, finally, calling this event here as the best from all around the world are clashing in the center of a Grandel wrestling ring. Oh, we don't. Yeah, we don't. We don't stomp on Dan the Dad's sneakers there. Dan the Dad is not to be faltered here. Not knocked off his feet. Silas Young just disrespecting the New Balances. I cannot stand this. Grabs a waist lock, holds on to Silas Young, but gets rocketed off the ropes. There he is with a shoulder block right in the center of the ring from Dan the Dad. Up and over there from Dan the Dad. Nobody home for Silas Young as he meets a Manhattan drop. 1, 2, no. Quick schoolboy there for Dan the Dad. Dan the Dad says, bring it on. Maybe baiting him in. Hey, check that out. Whoa! Oldest trick in the book from old Dan the Dad. Wraps him up looking for an O'Connor roll shoved off to the center of the ring. Silas Young, full head of steam, gets a big boot to the mush for the trouble. And Dan the Dad with a big vertical suplex. Slamming down the last real man. 1, oh, barely a 2 count if it was. Silas Young rolls out to the apron here. Silas Young will not be the first or last person to underestimate Dan the Dad. Trained right here in the heart of St. Louis, like I said, by a former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. and has learned to apply his craft all over these United States, but calls St. Louis his home and is here to defend it tonight against Silas Young, who bolts in with a double stomp and is just stomping at the midsection of Dan the Dad. And boy, you don't need me to tell you Silas Young's story. His body tells you the story. There's battle scars all over it. There's a cover. 1, 2. No. Silas Young, a hardened veteran of professional wrestling, has earned that moniker of the last real man, even if it is self-proclaimed. Silas was choking Dan the Dad on the second rope there. Big shoulder blocks in from Silas Young. Hooks him under for a suplex here, but maybe stalling a little bit. Oh, a snap suplex from the powerful Silas Young. 1, 2. Not since Harley Race has anybody finished off somebody with a vertical suplex in this town, but Silas Young definitely looking to kick it old school tonight. Silas Young is enjoying this. Like I said, he is coming into this match with malice. Not only does he want to score a win and spoil the day of Dan the Dad and everybody here in St. Louis looking for a big win from the hometown boy, but he just believes he is right and Dan the Dad is wrong in the way they live their life and the way they apply their trade. The glasses lariated off of him. 1, 2. No. Dan the Dad in a bad way here. And that was a powerful clothesline that freed those glasses from the face of Dan the Dad. Quieting down the crowd here. Oh, and a step over to a mule kick. I may have called that kick to the throat a little too eloquently, because that's at its core what it was, a kick directly in the Adam's apple of Dan the Dad. Silas Young not going for a cover here, as he shrugs him off. Dan the Dad looking to battle back, trying to mount some sort of a comeback here. Off the ropes, and there's the window, but Dan the Dad unable to pull him over. Whoa, whoa! 1, 2, no! Oh, Dan the Dad on Silas Young in a bad way here. I've been calling matches for 13 years, guys. I don't really know how to call this. Referee is accusing the referee of touching his tights. I think our sponsors and the internet algorithms will thank our official here. As Silas Young, again, fun and games are over, locks in a camel clutch. The fans at the Grandel Theater trying to rally Dan the Dad with an STL chant. And once again, Silas Young reveling in their silence as he locks that camel clutch back in. Chants of Dan filling the theater now. Dan the Dad trying to summon all that dad strength. Whoa! Heck of a reversal there. Our official's going to let that one go. I believe the contact was incidental on Dan the Dad's part. Silas Young, whoa, coming in. Eats a big boot. Rolls out of the way. Big evasion from Dan the Dad. Back elbow. House of Fire now. Big back elbow again. Dan the Dad is rallying. Ducks under a clothesline. Big back elbow. Sends Silas Young down to the ground. Off the ropes. Flying shoulder block from Dan the Dad. Dan the Dad, fire in his eyes, comes in with a big forearm to the neck of Silas Young. Looking for that baby on board, the backpack stunner. Silas Young slips out, Headhunting with a clothesline. Nobody there. Pump handle slam. 1, 2. No! Ah, kick out at the last second. A full Nelson slam. My apologies. Almost the end of Silas Young. But able to kick out at 2.9. Dan the Dan trying to follow up. Calling for a figure 4 to the theater here. Shoved off and all the way out of the ring. Silas Young off the second. Comes in with a clothesline. Dan the Dad catches a big knee to the face. And that could do it, folks. Silas Young, 1, 2, no! A shocking kick out from Dan the Dad. That spiraling suplex was nearly his end. What a back and forth contest here at Grandel Wrestling, STL versus the World. But Silas Young may be looking to bring it to an end as he sent that full Nelson. Broken. Wait, big cover. 1, 2. I thought he had him there. Dan the Dad comes in, forearm to the neck, hoists up. Big Silas Young. Nobody home. Silas Young now with the fireman's carry. Over and over. More firemen than a calendar in these firemen's carries. He was looking for the backpack stunner. Nobody there. O'Connor roll. 1, 2. Whoa! And squirms out. Just under 3 was Dan the Dad. Big boot there.
10 minutes down.
Fireman's carry once again. Silas Young looks pretty in control of this one. He's looking for his patented steamroller. As Milwaukee's best, the last real man, showing off that core strength. Looking for a beautiful moonsault, but nobody home. Dan the Dad looking to take this window of opportunity. Hoists him up. He's got the backpack stunner loaded. And he hits it. He hits it. 1, 2, 3. Dare I say it, an upset from Dan the Dad with that baby on board backpack stunner as he's able to put away Silas Young. What a contest. There is your winner, Dan the Dad.